I'm working the tube now. Oh boy. Oh boy, is he in the weeds? I don't like the weeds. Ay. Come out, buddy. Come out. That is a mat. My God. Let's see what he... My goodness. There's no way. There he is. Oh, it's a bass. My goodness. It is a bass. Okay. What a mat. Underneath all this is big mouth. Oh wow. He grabbed the tube and I had wind of crappie, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, if that was a bigger bass, we'd have lost him in that grass. It's tricky working the tube through the weeds, but it can be done. Or you could fish them Texas style, weedless rigging. Too much for me. But you can fish holes, pockets, kind of shake them through the weeds. There we go. All right. Actually in the shallows. It's a nice fish. That is a nice fish. This ain't the best heavy cover tackle, that's for sure. But there he is. That's a nice fish. All right. He's even weighted down from that grass. Open up. That is a good fish. This is a great overall size. Get him in the water. Look at him a little. Oh, there he goes. Swinging back and forth. Get some air in him. Bite your hand. Let him go. Oh, wow. Okay. They seem to be on the structure. Took that tube. I'm not for filming. There's a tree. Bro, that's just exciting. Let's get it this way. Maybe more down there. I got a whole bunch of tubes with me, but this is the tube I've been using. It's a 1/8 ounce jig head. It's about 3 3/4 inch long. 1/8 ounce. That looks like about a 3/0, maybe a 4/0 hook, or whoever makes it. And I'm rigged with 6-pound fluorocarbon line, fresh line. I just changed it, thank goodness. And actually a light setup, fairly light. I would say a light rod. Definitely not heavy cover. We're not really fishing in the muck, but we are taking chances when we're fishing around those weeds. You can see they're digging into those weeds, and you can lose them like that. You get those weeds on too, you're dealing with 10, 20 more pounds on top of that fish, and you gotta get up and pull those weeds up. I definitely can't fish in the slop, but you can definitely fish around the slop like we've been doing. So I'm fishing with tubes today, just a dynamic bait. You can work a tube all different kinds of ways, but I just kind of cast them, let them drop, lift it up, work it in, and if I don't get hit 2-3 casts, I'm moving on. So that's a weed. You can fish them around weeds. They kind of break through sometimes. Other times they, that happens. This is good. Got timber, got weeds, There's rock, drop, more than plenty to hold the fish. Deeper water too in the shallow. It's all there. Seems to be the magic formula. There's deeper water next to that structure. You can see the tree there. Oh, it's going to jump. All right. And one thing I found, if they don't take it right away, move on. So I'm just hitting all kinds of water. Largemouth bass fishing tubes. I think I grabbed that right away. It's lucky to have the camera on. Catch those guys all day long. I'm fishing with 2 baits today. I got all kinds, but let's see if he made a disturbance. No, I have some other tube jigs with me to do different things. I tossed out a little bigger, not so much about that. You're going to get big fish on those small profiles, but I have bigger weighted tube jigs that I've been using, that I rigged up. My rods are all ready, and for deeper drops, I just haven't seen tight activity in open water, so I just been probing in with casts with a heavier tube head jig, slightly bigger, just to get it down and work it. And 2 different color patterns. I have a white, kind of like a shaddy kind of pattern, and a crawfish kind of pattern. And I also have, but this is a heavier weighted tube jig, also about the same size as the one I've been using. This is also a little bit deeper drops, get down quicker. So I got all my rods set up with tubes. They're a great bait. But the one I've been using, it's been, don't tweak perfection. I do tweak perfection, but I take my time in the future with it. But I am showing you, I am working other tube jigs. I have other rods set up, but I'm using the one that's most effective today. Oh, that's a nice one. Cool thing about these tubes too is not many people use them anymore. Not many people use. I haven't been using them until this year, since years back. And there we go. Nice easy release. And today we're fishing with 2 baits for largemouth bass and other creatures too. What's that? Wow, I thought I seen a crappie around. I wonder if there's more. I had a monstrous crappie on a tube jig earlier in the year. There could be a big school of them out there. Come on, bud. Which way does it go? There we go. What the heck is this? Oh, there might be a school of crappies around. I haven't hit them big here. I've hit them good, but hit some good ones. They ate that good. Hold on. There we go. Oh, sorry, bud. He's gonna be okay. There he goes. I'm out bass fishing with 2 baits today. Oh, that is something good. That is a big fish. That's a big fish. Took the tube. Let's see. I want to see what he is. Wow, that's a nice bass. Oh, it's a giant perch. My God. That's the biggest one yet. Get the net. Let's see him. They got small mouths, so. Wow, he's an enormous perch on the tube jig. That is a huge, huge, huge perch. Oh, slow down, bud. Oh, good too. Hold on. There we go. Wow, it's the biggest fish of the day, and it's a perch. It's a good 17 inches, I know that, maybe 18. Wow, ginormous. Go ahead, bud. All right, they've been here. We're looking for a big bass, maybe smallmouth. Look on a tube jig. Really, the magic of a tube jig is I say they dart, they spiral. So on that drop, that kind of, it zigzags. You bring it up straight, and then it does that thing again. A lot of people, you can do all kinds of things with them. Like I said, you're going to get those fish on the first couple of cranks. Those bass, they key right in on it, and they'll shoot over from afar and grab it. But then you work through the water, whatever else you get. You can just kind of lift, drop, jump it, kind of twitch it back down, let it do that zigzag on the way down. Get that attention. That gets the attention. And you do your little straight retrieve, next drop, and that's about when the fish may take. We are fishing with tubes today, largemouth bass. Oh wow, that's a nice bass. Wow, that's a nice bass. He's gonna jump. Whoa, that's a nice fish. Oh, oh, what a jump. I don't know, people say, wow. I was actually just going to move to, what fights better, these big mounts or large mounts? That is a big fish. That is a big fish. Come on. We held him on the jump, so he should be hooked good. People talk about what fights better, the big mounts or the small mounts. Oh no. Oh God, give him some line. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish on the tube. Let's get this big guy up. Up. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful fish. That is a beautiful fish. I catch them like that all day. That is a hefty fish. He's got some pounds on him. Let's get him on his way. Just a fish like that, you want to support their weight. Give them a little oh, kicked us. See, you're nice. They give you a kick. It's a good thing. All right. Now this tube here that I'm working, it's on my lighter one. It's 1/8 of an ounce. And this tube I'm using to fish shallow and also deep. If I'm working shallow water, I'm using the lighter tube. I'm rigged up for 2 baits today. That's all I'm using. And I start I'm throwing in the bank with the lighter one, and I can work it deeper too. But I start my retrieve right away and just work it back, twitching it, dropping it. Give it a little more drop once you get on that edge there. You can't, they're not the best bait to throw in the bank. You got to go through weeds. They're about 75% weed friendly. And this is how I'm using that lighter tube right now. But I can drop this one deep as well. For the shallow, banky water, working on a leading way to the edge, I'm going with the lighter tube. Wow, he's just digging. Could be one of those big perches or big bass. I don't know, he's playing funny. This is interesting. Got everything. It's a big pickerel. Look at the size of him. I don't know how he got that tube. Might lose it. Where is that? He inhaled that tube. Wow, he's just thrashing and thrashing. Wow, that's a big pickerel. Ooh. Musky size pickerel. Oh goodness. That is a big pickerel. Oh, holy smoke. He is fat too. That's a big, big pickerel. How did he grab it? He just inhaled that. Okay, pliers. I'm surprised we got him. Maybe it's that fluoro. He got some. He got him too. Okay, there we go. There goes the line. Let me see if I can draw him. Okay. All right. I'm going to get him on his way. Okay, slow down. Keep an eye on him. Okay, buddy. Want to be dinner? Gotta get swimming. Nice, big, beautiful pickerel. There he goes, in the deep. Wow. And we got our tube back. He inhaled that tube. I'm surprised we landed him. That's just grand. Didn't get any smallmouth yet though. There's pickerel around. Could be smallmouth. And he just, that was just inhaled. Bent out that hook too. I think that I did that when I got him in. So I'd seen them there crappie, and usually what I've noticed is when you got those crappies around, those pickerel follow. I think they follow the crappie and white perch too. Wow, that's so big too. Wow, this is just the evening big fish zone now. I see a pickerel. He's coming up. It's another big pickerel. It's pickerel time. He's hooked good, I think. He's not hooked like the other one. He's right on the lip. Wow, they're just mean fish. On the tube jig, pickerel finale. Let me get my jig back. I'm not going to get the bent on him unless I can just grab that jig. Oh boy, he's got to cross his mouth. We're going to lose it. There we go. That was perfect. I caught it. I don't think I've ever done that. Wow. That smaller profile of the tube head jig, you're going to get big fish. They might see something crawfishy. I don't know what they're seeing, but you're going to get big fish with tube jigs. Right, that's the fish. That's a big guy. Whoa, jeez. That was it. Ah.